Hi friends, in this session we will going to see how to do the one sample t-test analysis in Excel. In previous session already we have discussed about cross tabulation. If you don't watch this video then definitely watch cross tabulation video after watching this video. Okay, so in this session, we are only focusing on one sample t-test analysis. Okay, how exactly you will do this type of analysis in Excel? We have the same example. Okay, for the 200 students, we obtained that data, and we are using this same example for our one sample test analysis. Okay, so already we have discussed everything. Okay, like frequency distribution, then descriptive statistics, then cross tabulation. Okay, and now we are on one sample t-test analysis. Okay, why we need to do the one sample t-test analysis? Okay, I am not going to discuss here the too much theoretical part, but I will give you brief information about this test and what exactly you will get from this test. Okay, I will explain that brief information about this test. Okay, so you can see in this test we will going to do the sample test. Okay, for example we consider the sample and population. Okay, so you can see here the one sample t-test specially examine whether the mean of a single sample differ from the known or hypothesized population mean. It means we need to see after this analysis whether our variable or sample mean is differ from the population mean. Population, it means that mean we can use for the testing or comparison. Okay, so you can see here below, for example in a real world what exactly the application of this test. You can, in education you can see determining if the average test score of a class differ or different from the national average. For example, in a particular subject there is a national average marks or scores are there, right? So we are determining that, or we are comparing that score with the exact score we get from our variable or particular subject. Okay, in healthcare you can see assessing if the average recovery time for the specific treatment differs from the standard recovery time. Okay, and in manufacturing checking if the average weights of the batch of the products is consistent with the specified standard weight. Means if you want to check any manufacturing process, we need to see the standard weights are there, and we are checking that whether our batch weights are specified standard weights are matching or not matching. Okay, that things is there, and that scenario we are using t-test. Okay, in that t-test we are using one sample t-test analysis. Okay, so now we are seeing exactly how you will gonna do this type of analysis in Excel. Okay, so already we have discussed about these parameters are the numerical parameters. Okay, or we simply call it a non-categorical parameters. Okay, so this is the reading score, then writing, math, then science and social studies scores are there. Okay, so you can see here number of observations in sample. We need to calculate the how many sample observations we have. You can see here the formula. Okay, so I just counted that for 10 to this is my cell number 10 to 209, means we have the 200 observations or sample count. Okay, everywhere is same. Okay, I'll explain for reading and which is applicable for the writing, math, science and social study. Okay, so below that you will get the sum. Okay, you will get the sum values, then after that you will get the mean. In that mean exactly you will get the mean value. We need to compare this mean value with the standard mean. Means we consider the test value 50. For example, national score for that particular subject is 50, and we are comparing this 50 with the actual our reading values. Okay, so that things we will get at the end of this test. Okay, so below that you will get the standard error mean. Everything this falls under the category of the descriptive statistics. You can see here the formulas. You can use these formulas to develop this type of Excel sheet. Otherwise you just contact me. We will sell this type of Excel sheets. If you want this type of Excel sheet, or if you want the survey based data analysis, so definitely contact us. We will provide everything which is needed for your research or thesis. Or if you want this type of Excel sheet for your data analysis, then definitely contact us. It's a paid Excel sheet, so if you need, then just go to the description box of this video, and you will find my WhatsApp number over there. Just click on it and just contact me, so that I will give you pricing exactly how much pricing you need to pay for this type of Excel sheet or data analysis. We provided all type of data analysis. Okay, so you can see here in mode we get the mode value, median, then character, or you just call it the sample variance. You will get the variance value, then standard deviation, coefficient. Okay, then you will get the range, then skewness, kurtosis you will get, upper 95, lower 95 you will get, maximum, minimum you will get. If you need quartile values, you will get, this is the median value. So everything you will get, and below that you will get the normality test as well. If need, then you can use that. Okay, ND means the normal distributed, and NND is the not normally distributed. Okay, we are come to here to test the t-test. Okay, we are just comparing our first value. Okay, for example, this is a 52.230. okay, and our test value or hypothesized value is 50, right? So we are comparing this, the 50 is whether it's equal or not equal. Okay, so we set the hypothesis. For example, h0 we said that the mean in the population is equal to 50. We can call it the sample mean is equal to 50. Okay, you can call here a sample mean. The mean in the population is not equal to 50. We can just comparing with the test value. So below that you can see here the degrees of freedom for the reading. We have the total 200 observations, so that we get here the -199 degrees of freedom for this particular reading. Okay, so after this we need to calculate the t calculated, means t test calculated values, and after that we need to calculate the t table value. You can see here for the reading, and also it's same for the writing, maths, science and social study. You can see only for first reading. Okay, we got the degrees of freedom 199, then we got the t calculated value 3.08. Okay, so you have the formula. If you want to put this formula in Excel, and you will get the t calculated value. Okay, after that we need to calculate the t table value for the comparison of this t calculated value. Okay, so we will obtain the significance on the basis of these values. So you can see here to obtain the table value for the t test, you should have to write the t inverse. Then you should have to mention here the your alpha levels. Alpha levels, it means 0.01 or 0.05. Two alpha levels are there, but mostly in agriculture we are using the 5% of level of significance, so that you can just put here the 0.05. Okay, and so after that we need to give the degrees of freedom, and how many degrees of freedom we have for the reading? 199 degrees of freedom. So we will get the table value 1.972. So now we are comparing this value with the calculated values. Okay, t calculated value. So we will get the significance. Okay, whether it's significant or non-significant. So you can see here I already put formula over here, so you don't need to do anything over here. You can just see here, you will get the value significant. Okay, and rest of the parameters also significant, or variables also significant one. So significant means you see here the note. In significance, we accept the null hypothesis. Okay, we accept the null hypothesis, that is h1. These are the our null hypothesis, so that we are accepting h1. Okay, in another language I will explain over here at in p values. Okay, so if significant, then we accept the null hypothesis h1, and we conclude that the mean of program score population, or you can just call it the mean of program score sample, is not equal to the 50, that is the population mean. Okay, we are just comparing, and we obtain this conclusion, right? So if you will get here the non-significant, then there is a, we accept the null hypothesis like h naught. Okay, you can see here the h naught, and then what we conclude, we can conclude that the mean of program score sample is equal to 50. Okay, means it's matching the standard. At the starting, already we have seen this example, determining if the average test score of the class differ from the national average. So we will get here the whether it's a differ or equal. You will get that things from this significance. Okay, so this is the one type of significance, and this is a little bit old method to obtain the inference or significance with the help of t-table. So that in modern times we are mostly using the probability values, that is the p values. Okay, so I already calculated here the p values. On this p values basis, we are comparing this p value with the standard alpha level. So in standard alpha level, we consider 0.01 and 0.05, that is our standard alpha level, and mostly in agriculture we are using 0.05 alpha level. Okay, so you will get the significance on the basis of this probability value. You can see here, for example, our values got significant one, and you can see here you will get the stars. Okay, 2 stars means 1% and 1 star means 5%. Already know about this. Okay, so you can see here the we reject null hypothesis h naught. We are rejecting this, means if we reject this, automatically we are accepting h1, right? So we conclude that the mean of program score of sample is not equal to 50, because if we the population is not equal, so we are rejecting h naught and accepting h1. Okay, so that this is the another language to write significance, because in previous you can see here we are right here we accept the null hypothesis h1 or h naught, right? But here you can only say like that, we reject the null hypothesis. Rejection null hypothesis, it means automatically acceptance of h1, right? It's the alternative hypothesis. That is the simple one. So I think so you understand everything regarding the one sample t test analysis in Excel. I explained each and everything, and I also shown you the number of formulas, how to exactly put that formulas in Excel. Okay, so if you need this type of Excel sheet, that's also available. If you need, then definitely contact us. And next session we will going to see the independent sample t-test. Okay, this is also a little bit similar like this, but we are comparing two variables in independent sample t-test. So that in next class we will going to see that independent sample t-test. Okay, if any query regarding this or any query regarding your data analysis, then definitely contact us, or just comment below this video. You will get everything. Okay, thank you so much.